Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Irrelevant, and welcome back to Mr. Irrelevant Plays. So, as y'all know, I am not a huge fan of talking about ships that are being added to the game. Just because I want to talk about the ship when I have my hands on it so I can get a proper, uh, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a proper feel for it to know, like, where it stands, like how it feels, that type of thing. But I I have to talk. It the Damocles Miracle Worker Heavy Frigate. Been looking at it a lot as of late. If I had the ability to get one or even attempt to get one, I would do it in a heartbeat. Yes, I know I started a new job, so like I've stated before, I do plan on once I get my everything taken care of, I do plan on, you know, doing some stuff to start opening lockboxes again, but it's still too soon for me to really start doing that. But with that being said, the Damocles. What are my thoughts on it just from the announcement? Um, well, my thoughts on it is the ship looks fantastic. Design-wise, I think it looks great. It's a good, hold on. Where's the... I know that there was one of the discords that I'm in, like like an announcement tab for Star Trek Online. I just cannot remember. No, that's not it. Gosh dang it. Which Discord was I in when I saw? Literally, I saw the announcement as soon as the guy, like, straight up announcement, like, actually 3 hours after he announced it, and I was like, oh, the ship looked great, but now I can't find it. Oh dear. Hold on, I think I got one more spot. And of course, like, they did the announcement on Steam too, and then people are already starting it. There it is. People are already starting to hate on it. I I don't know why, but luckily Steam. All right, so this is the same exact announcement on the website. Let me go ahead and just smaller. There we go. This is the same announcement that's on the website. Command Damocles class. It's a frigate. For those that don't know, I actually really enjoy frigates. Heavy frigate, but I love frigates as a class. Fortunately, there aren't very many of those, and there's only one that you can frigate. There's two frigates in the Zen store. Okay. So I was about to say something I was completely wrong on, and I own both Zen versions. Both these ships are great, so don't worry. I plan on doing a video on frigates. Both of them are heavy frigates. So the first frigate that I ever flew, I might actually also be the first frigate, is the exploration frigate. Um, called the Freedom class. But I do plan on doing a video on that ship class as well. Give me a second. I'm trying to where did it go? There it is. Okay. So I don't like talking about ships I don't own because I want to have like an actual like hands-on experience, because a lot of people sit there like, "Oh, this ship is going to be crap, don't get it," or "Oh, this ship's going to be OP, you have to as a must get." Y'all know that I'm all about getting a feel for the ship to know where I would place it in like on a scale of 1 to 10. But the reason why I want to talk about this one is because, one, I actually personally think that the ship design looks really good. I think that to me this has an Akira feel, a pre TOS era Akira feel, but from I did some research. It looks like it's going to be kit bashed with the actual crossfield itself. Which if it is, I mean, I actually kind of like the crossfield design. I'm sorry, I like it, but this feels like a TOS Akira, which they with the legendary Akira class they added a TMP. Like I said, as I've said this many times, as the Star Trek Discovery as a show, I'm not a huge fan of, but I do like their ship designs, excluding the Klingon ships, except for the sarcophagus. I actually do like the sarcophagus, and obviously the D7 because can't really mess that up. But anyway, this ship I actually like its design. Its weapon layout is 5-3, which is what you'd want. Its bridge officer layout is one of the best, with Miracle Worker being its primary and Intel being its secondary. There's an argument as Miracle Worker Temporal being the best now, but even so, Miracle Worker Intel was the best combination for PvE DPSing for an extremely long time for a very valid reason. And it literally has nothing to do with Uncon. Uncon just helps. As for the ship itself, just by reading like its stats and everything, this ship sounds like it's going to be a blast to fly. Like I said, I love frigate class ships. I have been flying them since the Freedom class. As you can see, I own 2 Zen store versions, which the one of them I do already have X2'd. Which, even though there is a fleet version, I didn't X2 the fleet version, I just X2'd the non-fleet version because, you know, smart. Anyway, its trait, when I read its trait does look like fun. And its console also looks like fun. It actually might help a problem I've been having recently with my builds. But yeah, will I try to get the ship? Oh, absolutely am I going to try to get the ship. But will I be able to try to get it as soon as it comes out? No, I'm not. Like, bro, I'm poor. Like, straight up. I'm struggling over here. But either way, even though that's happening, I do want to say that the Damocles looks fantastic. I like the way that it's designed. I looked at, you know, the Vanity Shield tab. It looks sweet. I want, this is going on the top of my list of ships that I want to get my hands on. I'll try to my best to get this ship. I can't, of course, promise anything, but once I do get my hands on it, I will make a video on it. Even though by the time I do get it, it's gonna be you know, overdone. I guess the question is, am I actually trying to become a Star Trek Online content creator? I guess you could say I am, but I'm doing it a little bit different. I mean, granted, y'all know I can't edit worth crap, so I'm just sorry about that. But I do want to do other content besides Star Trek Online, not just make Star Trek Online my main focus, but it is one of my primaries, for sure. But yeah, no, this ship looks fantastic. I liked its design. Its freight looks good. Its console looks good. Like, everything, like, the ship just looks like it's gonna be a blast, and everything on this ship will be usable. If you're into Admiralty, this would be a good Admiralty ship as well to add to your, you know, your collection of Admiralty ships. I mean, you know, this is just a great ship. Its console layout's fantastic. With it being X2, it'll have 3 universal console slots, so that's gonna be 3, 5, 3, 3, with 3 device slots. But when you X2 it, you're gonna get 5 total. Like I said, Miracle Worker is going to be its primary, so if you are doing an Uncon build, you already have 4 Uncon procs right there. With the way that I would set the ship up, I would have 4 Uncon procs with the command slash engineering slash command. Wait, gosh dang it, engineering slash Miracle Worker. That's 4 right there. The Universal Lieutenant slot on McTactical, and I just have Fire at Will 1. Rapid Fire 1 and Beta 2, because that's literally what I do with my Obina, and I love my Obina, and it slaps. It did over 2 mil with that setup, so yeah. With the Universal Intel slot, 3 Uncon procs right there with all Intel abilities, and then for the Lieutenant Universal and the Ensign Universal, I would put on Science. So evade target lock, Wait, is it evade target lock? No, jam targeting sensors, scramble sensors, and then tractor beam. So that would give you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 uncon procs right there. That ship's going to be a monster. So be prepared to see a bunch of people flying around in this that, you know, chase DPS. I don't know if it's going, like, it's not, I don't think it's going to be, you know, making any, like, leeway. Like, I'm pretty sure some have already posted videos saying, oh, this ship is crap, don't get it, or saying that's mediocre or something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to those things. And I'm also sure that there's people out there already hyping it up. Me, I'm kind of hyping it up because it's, one, I love frigates, for one. Two, it has a bridge officer setup that's absolutely fantastic for the builds that I like to do. And three, I just like its design. Like, I honestly do like its design. The only thing about Star Trek Discovery is that I have issues with is really just a show. Really. I wasn't a huge fan of that, but I do like Strange New Worlds, and I did like season 3, to be specific, of Picard. 1 and 2, If you want to watch Star Trek Picard, just watch the 3rd season. You can skip the first 2, and you'll be fine. But yeah, no, new Trek is hard, but I do like his ship design. I think it looks great. I already have like ideas of what I would do with this thing if I were to get my hands on it. Can't promise that I will, but I'm gonna try whenever that is gonna be. I don't know when that's gonna be, but at some point I'm gonna try to get it. But yeah, here it is. The new event ship, a lockbox ship. Do I think it's worth getting? I do, actually. Personally, I do. The bridge officer layout looks fantastic. I think the stats on it are really good. I really cannot say anything bad about that ship, and I'm being generally honest. Like, the only thing that would make that ship broken is if they were to give it like 1 hangar bay, but it's a frigate, so it's not going to have a hangar bay. But if they were to give that thing 1 hangar bay, that might be labeled as like the like that. Honestly, if they were to give the thing a hangar bay, it would rival the oh gosh, what ship? I literally just got it from the event. Oh yeah, this one. The Credence. It would rival the Credence if it had a hangar bay. Like 110%. It would be the Credence Intel version. But even without its hangar bay, it could still rival the Credence. I mean, that thing is a monster just by looking at its bridge officer layout. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks fantastic. I honestly think it's gonna be a great addition to the Star Trek Online roster for the ships. Do I think it's going to be one of the best ships for builds? I mean, it's gonna be up there. You're gonna be able to do a lot with it. But yeah, it's really, again, like I've said many times, if you like, fly the ship that you like. There's no such thing as a bad ship. People sit there and say, no, he's wrong, don't listen to him, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I do know what I'm talking about because I've proven people wrong time and time again. One of the things that I prove people wrong on is people sit there and say, oh, well, go ahead and break a build. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Someone told me to do a beam fire at will build with the Vorgon carrier, not Vorgon carrier, Vorgon Dreadnought, which, for those that don't know, it has 3 weapons in the front, 5 weapons in the back. He said, grab a beam fire at will build on that, break a mill. I'm like, okay, fine. Hold my beer. I broke a mill on my first try. I had to think about it, but like you can literally fly whatever you want and still do great things. So don't let other people discourage you from getting a ship that you want. Do not let other people discourage you thinking that a ship is bad. Get the ship that you want and fly it. Like, there's still a list of ships that I want to get my hands on. This one just came out and now it's at the top of my list. So stay tuned for whenever that happens, if I ever do get it. You literally making this video as I'm in the process of like doing a build idea, because I want to fly not the Awani itself, but a certain skin that the ship comes with, because I think it looks really cool. Oh, fun fact, there's a sun in Starbase 39. You just have to angle your camera right. Also, there's one in what is it? Yeah, Deep Space K7. So I found that out recently. Anyway, new lockbox ship. I think it looks great. I want to get my hands on one. I'm going to try to, but I know that my luck is crap and garbage, and I probably will not get my hands on one, but I'm still going to at least attempt to get one. Or beg my friend to get me one, which she probably won't. I'm gonna try, but yeah. So new lockbox ship, I think it's fantastic. At least just from what the paper says. But knowing how I would fly it, I mean, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I'd set the ship up the exact same way. I mean, but the 4 uncon procs here have a tactical and uncon. The only difference with, actually no, this one would be a little bit different because it's all intel, so I could do a little bit different. With this one, be 3 uncon procs. This one can be 3 uncon procs, tactical officer. So yeah, I mean, there are frigates that I can use as like an example of what you can do. This one would probably be the best example. Just because it's not just one type. So this is pure intel. So yeah. But yeah, so that's my info dump on you. Hope you guys have a fantastic and wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next video.